This video is sponsored by Skywork AI. More about them later in this video. Most authors are using AI like a typewriter with a rocket engine strapped to it. They type a prompt, get one response, copy, paste, repeat. That's not 10x, that's 1.5x with extra steps. Today, I'm going to show you how to go from 10x all the way to 100x writing speed. And no, I'm not talking about generating slop. I mean usable, structured, quality-controlled output that actually moves your book forward. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Level 1, 10x. The single biggest speed killer for authors using AI, writing a new prompt from scratch every single time. The fix is a prompt Bible, not a list of random prompts you bookmarked from Twitter, a curated, tested, organized system of prompts built specifically for your writing workflow. Here's what mine looks like. I have sections for premise generation, when I need raw ideas filtered by genre and audience, outline expansion, taking one-line chapter summary and blowing it out into scene beats, character voice calibration, getting the AI to match a specific character speech pattern, and revision passes, dialogue punch-up, pacing analysis, show-don't-tell conversion. The key is that each prompt is pre-tested and refined. I'm not inventing prompts on the fly anymore. Drop in my context and go. This alone takes you from spending 5 minutes crafting a prompt to spending 10 seconds selecting one. Multiply that across 50 prompts a day and you've just bought yourself hours. That's 10x, but we're just getting started. Level 2, 20x. Prompt systems. One prompt gives you one output. A system gives you a pipeline. A prompt gets you a chapter draft. A system gets you a premise, validated against genre conventions, generates a full outline, stress tests the outline for plot holes, and then drafts the chapter, with all of that context baked in. Here's an example. Instead of prompting write chapter 3, I might run a sequence. Step 1. Feed the AI my story Bible and outline. That's the context. Step 2, based on the outline and the Bible, identify the 3 most important emotional beats in chapter 3. Step 3, draft chapter 3, hitting these emotional beats in the voice established in chapters 1 and 2. Step 4, review this draft against the outline and the context book Bible. Flag any continuity errors or missed beats. You could even say step 5, fix them. The output quality is dramatically better than a single write chapter 3 prompt. And it's faster because you're not going back and forth fixing problems. Everything I just showed you, you're still doing it manually. Copy, prompt, paste, read output, copy next prompt, paste. You're the bottleneck. Agents remove you from the loop. An AI agent is basically an AI that can use tools, make decisions, and chain tasks together without you babysitting every step. It also often has memory. Instead of running 4 prompts yourself, you tell the agent, draft chapter 3 using my story Bible, hit these emotional beats, and flag any continuity issues. The agent handles the rest. And right now, agents are everywhere. ChatGPT has a built-in agent mode that can browse the web, run code, and execute multi-step tasks in one conversation. Gemini has deep research. You give it a question, it goes off and reads dozens of sources, synthesizes everything, and comes back with a full research brief. Claude has projects where you can load your entire story Bible and outline as persistent context. Plus, Claude Code and Claude Cowork for authors who want to build custom workflows. Then there's an open source side. OpenClaw is blowing up right now. It's a self-hosted AI agent that lives on your machine and connects to Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp. You can message it from your phone and it'll execute tasks on your computer. If you watched my AuthorClaw video, same idea, an agent system built specifically for author workflows. The point isn't which platform you pick. The point is, at this level, you stop running prompts and start assigning objectives. That's the speed jump. And another cool thing about agents is that they can spin up sub-agents and work in parallel at the same time. So not only do you get more work done without you in the loop, but you also get a massive amount of more work done. So you can do the planning, the promotion, the revision, all of that other stuff. Agents can handle everything else. The hardest part of writing isn't the words, it's research hell. To check one historical detail about 19th century London, I might open 50 tabs. But you can also hand that job to a new assistant, Skywork AI. What makes Skywork interesting for authors is that it doesn't just have one AI doing everything. It has specialized agents. Pretty cool. Here's what that looks like in practice. I give the documents agent a research objective, research psychological thriller pacing techniques, and build me a 12-chapter outline while escalating tension. And it does actual deep research with citations. Then hands that directly into a formatted doc I can export as Word or PDF. Instead of me spending 3 hours researching, then another hour outlining, then formatting it all, the agent does the research, structures the output, and delivers a polished document. One prompt, one workflow. If you also need a pitch deck for a literary agent or a marketing spreadsheet for your launch timeline, the Slides agent and Sheets agent handle that in the same workspace. No jumping between 5 different apps. One of the best parts is SkyClaw. If I get an idea at 2 a.m. while I'm out, I don't need a laptop. I just send a voice note via Telegram or Discord. It stays in the cloud 24/7 and refines the idea, but it's waiting in my workspace when I get back to my desk. That's true productivity. If you want to end fragmented writing sessions, check the link below. Skywork has a free quota. No credits required. Just sign up and start creating. And then we reach level 4, which is 100x. Automation and looping. What if the agents didn't need you to start them? What if they just ran? Scheduled agents, looping workflows, and automated pipelines that run while you're sleeping, eating, or, and I say this as someone who's tested it, watching your AI write chapters at 3 a.m. from your phone while you're in bed. Here's what 100x looks like in practice. Scheduled research agents. You give agents your genre and target audience. It pulls trending themes, comp titles, and market gaps on a schedule and drops a report in your inbox every morning. Looping draft agents. The agent drafts a chapter, runs its own revision pass, checks against your story Bible for continuity, and queues up the next chapter. You wake up to 3 drafted chapters waiting for your review. Prompt workflow automation. Tools like Author Workflow Engine and AuthorClaw, or browser-based automations that fire a sequence of prompts with one click, feeding each output into the next input automatically. 100x speed means nothing if the output is garbage. And at this level, it can be garbage if you don't have quality gates built in. The automation isn't set it and forget it, it's set it, let it run, then review with a critical eye. Of course, you can ask the agent or agents to review things themselves, and you should, but you still want to get your eyes and hands on the material before you send it out to the public. The AI is your first draft engine, maybe even your second or third draft. But you are still the editor, the creative director, the person who decides whether this is good enough to put your name on it. The authors who win with AI aren't the ones who generate the most words. They're the one who build systems that generate the most usable words. Every level I showed you today, 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x, they all share one thing in common: structure. The fast authors aren't fast because they found a magic prompt. They're fast because they've built systems, prompt Bibles, chained workflows, agents, automation. Each level removes a bottleneck and lets you focus on the part that actually matters, your creative judgment. Fast, structured, quality-controlled writing, that changes your career and maybe your life. If you want to see me test more AI writing tools and workflows for authors, subscribe. I test these tools so you don't have to waste your time on the ones that don't work.